Okay guys, in our last video we showed you how to use Metasys SCT to build your space and import equipment into that space. You know, we created our equipment definitions and things like that. If you have not seen that video yet, you really need to go back and check it out, and it kind of gives you the building blocks of how to set up a space. Now, what we're going to do now is actually take that a little bit further, and we're actually going to set up a floor graphic for the building, and it is much easier to do than what you may think. I know that a lot of people, when they get talking about graphics, about how difficult it is working with some graphics tools, and I certainly understand that. The MUI makes bringing graphics in much simpler. It also lets you associate things much easier as well. And what we're going to do, I'm going to show you just exactly how easy this is. I just have a PDF file showing the floor layout for the particular floor that we're going to be using. So what I'm going to do is I am simply going to go down, grab my snipping tool, and then I'm going to take a snapshot of this particular floor. Now, if you have CAD drawings or something like that, you can certainly use those. There's just a lot that you can do. You can go in, use Photoshop, create your own, edit your own, just however you would like them to appear. I'm just going to go down just to show you guys a quick way of how this is done. I have this captured, and I am just going to save this and save it as a JPEG file. And of course, we're just going to call this ground floor. Something simple, something quick, and then I'm just going to hit save. And now I'm going to go back into my screen here, and you can see we are on the first floor. Let's go down to our ground floor. Because this is where we are going to be adding this graphic. You can see on the screen here we have all of the devices. Of course, I can expand this out, and we have all of the individual VAVs shown here, and we see our room temperatures, that sort of thing. I can minimize this. We also, the way this is set up, we also see the schedule that is associated with all of these rooms. Now, of course, for this particular building, we just have one schedule for the whole building, so that's why it just shows one schedule associated with this. If we had multiple schedules within a building, it would have them listed here. But now what we're going to do is actually work on our graphics. I'm going to expand this out, and of course you see there is nothing here. What we have here on the upper right corner of the screen is what has been called the skinny snowband by some JCI techs, and I really think that that fits very well. This is where you will find a lot of your tools and that sort of thing. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to go into Administrative Tasks. I'm going to click that. I'm going to go down to Graphics Manager. Okay, and when I come into the Graphics Manager, I have now gone, it automatically, since we were on the ground floor, it's automatically brought us to that. I have all of the devices listed here, that sort of thing. What I'm going to do now is I am going to add a graphic. So I'm just going to click here. So what I want to add is blank. I'm just going to go with a blank graphic. So I'm just going to click that. I know you would think that I would be adding a floor plan, but just bear with me for just a moment. And we will call this ground floor. Just like that. I'm going to hit create. And it will take it just a moment to create the graphic. Now that we have our graphic created, I'm going to hit the big pencil button, and you can see the default graphic that we have. This is a master template. So once I hit the big pencil, it's going to take me into where I can actually edit this. And of course, one thing that I would highly recommend you do is learn to use your layers. We have background layer, we have our master layer, and we will be adding a VAV layer shortly. But right now, I am simply going to be adding in the picture that we snipped just a moment ago. So I'm going to go to the image tool, I'm going to grab it, I'm going to drag it out onto the screen and drop it just like that. It's going to give me the option to search for the file, so I'm going to click choose file and then simply go down to where I had saved that file, ground floor. I grab it and hit OK, and it will simply populate that there for us. Then I hit save, and you can see that we now have our ground floor graphic. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to hold my shift button to keep the aspect ratio, and then I'm just going to resize this. You can see you pull one corner and then the other, and I can get it to the size that I want. Now I'm going to be leaving some room over on this side for some additional things that we're going to be adding. But this is the basic step in setting up a floor plan. You've seen how easy that was. Okay, I simply added that picture to this and now have a graphic. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to save this, and we're actually going to go back and simply look at what we have. I'm going to press here on the ground floor, or I guess you could say we'll call this the cheeseburger right here over on the left. I'm going to press ground floor, and now you can see in the graphic, it'll take it just a moment to populate. I'm going to resize, but you can see in the graphic we now have a basic floor plan, and this is again was something that I simply pulled off of a PDF. If you have a CAD file or things like that, you can certainly use it, and it's very easy to use. So now that we have a floor plan, we want to add a space. We want to add associate equipment with a particular room. We go back into our graphics manager. Again, we will click our skinny snowman, go back to administrative tasks. We will go to our graphics manager, and of course we now are back in our graphics manager, and we're going to go back over and hit the fat pencil over here on the right corner just as soon as it populates. When I click into that, it's going to bring us back to where we can do our editing. Now, I had mentioned earlier why you may want to use layers, and let me just resize this screen slightly to where you can see a little more about what I'm talking about. You can see here this little stack of paper. I'm going to click that, and it brings over my layers tab. I'm going to hit the plus sign and call this layer VAVs. Okay, this is going to be a VAV layer. And again, I would recommend you do this because this can be a very useful way of finding equipment, finding devices, and having things right on your system the way that makes your job easier. For example, if you have a pressure sensor somewhere above a ceiling in a room, you can actually put a layer in here for sensors and that sort of thing, and then put yourself a little note of where that particular sensor is. So there's a lot of usefulness to that. But remember, whichever layer is highlighted is the layer that you're going to be working on. Okay, so now what we will do now is we're simply going to press our links button, and we're going to look to see the rooms that we have. Okay, we have, of course, here's our room numbers, room 10, 12, 14, and you can see here our corresponding rooms here. There's 14 there, there's 21, there's 12, and 10, of course, is down here. Your scroll wheel will work well zooming in and out on this. So now what we're going to do is actually create a room where we can tie a graphic to that, to where we can actually see what's going on inside that room. The way we do that is, of course, make sure we are on the correct layer. We will go up to the little paintbrush tool. I'm going to highlight that, and you're going to see this little tool here that looks like a quill. This is what you're going to become very familiar with. I am going to click on this, and when I come out into my window, I have a little cross here, and I'm actually going to use that to draw some lines. So what I'm going to do is simply follow along. I'm going to click, and then I'm going to go all the way over to the other side. And I know that the space is also served by this particular box, so I'm just going to include all of it. I'm going to click again, and then I'm going to go down to the other corner. And when I get to my other corner, I'm going to click, come back to my third corner, just like so. And I am going to click again, and then come back to the top and click for the final time, linking that together. Now we have some options above here. Okay, we have a way of changing the opacity if you do not want the color, the block, to be completely blocked out when you scroll over it, that sort of thing. You can change that here. I'm simply going to go in, I'm going to drop this down, and for me, I'm just going to take it down to 5% or so. Some people take it to 0. It just really depends. You can also change colors. You can do a lot with that. It really depends on what you want to do. This is very customizable. Now that we have that added, I'm going to hit this link tab. Okay, this is where we will be linking the particular device to this room. All right, we are working with G10, so I'm going to go over here. It has automatically brought up the ground floor folder. Okay, do you remember that space folder that we created in the other video, and all of the equipment that we had in there? This is, of course, VMA G10 for room 10. I'm going to click and drag, and I'm going to drop that into the navigation section. You see where that turns blue? That means it's ready for me to drop it. So I'm going to let that go, and it's going to relate that with it. Now there's something else that I want to do. When we want to add information such as information that's going to be displayed, such as room temperature, that sort of thing, we can do that here as well. And the way that we do that is I'm going to hit this little arrow and drop this down, and you can see I'm going to scroll down to my zone temperature and grab, and the same process, I'm going to drag that out and drop it right here. Okay, and that means you can see in this window, which I'll show you just momentarily, it will display zone temperature. Now, if you do not want it to display that zone temperature, what you can do, but it will not work in Google Chrome, is you can go in and uncheck this little box. I do not know why it will not allow you to do that in Google Chrome, but you will need to use some other type of web browser, whether it's Internet Explorer or something like that. Okay, this is the zone temperature, and you'll notice that it creates it above and to the left of where you drew your box. So I'm going to grab that and actually drag that down into this space. All right, it's that simple. I'm now going to hit my save button. Okay, it's very easy. And now let's just go and have a look at what we've done. All right, so I'm going to exit out of this. I'm going to go back to my ground floor, and let's see what we have done so far. Okay, you can see there we have our room and we have our zone temperature displaying, and you can see that if I click on it, it will take me into this room. However, I have no graphic associated with that. That's something that we will do later in another video. What I will be able to see once I click into it this way is I can go in and see the equipment data, depending on the page, things like that I go into. Of course, I now have all of the information on the room. I have my occupancy command, my discharge air temperature, and that sort of thing. Things which can be added to your graphic, things which you can customize to be presented to you however you would like. Again, and it's all off of this one floor, one graphic so far. And what we will do is just continue until we get all the way around. But there are some other things that I want to add in here as well. But this is what will hopefully get you started in the process of building a floor plan. Let's go back in and pull in something else. There's another thing that I want to show you. I'm going to go back into my administrative tasks, back into my graphics manager, and of course I'm going to hit my edit button. Once I click into that, it's going to bring us back in. Something that I want to do in the background layer, there is something else that I would like to add just to give us a little more functionality. And what it's going to be, you have equipment, you have a lot of options down through here of graphics and things like that which you can add, and let's just look at a few of them. Basic symbols, you can add information boxes, things like that, data, there's buttons that you can add, there's just a ton of things that you can do. Okay, I'm going to hit air coils, it's going to show me these. You know, if you are building your own graphics, you have dampers, you can see there, fans, filters, there is just so much you can do. Air handling units, you know, package units, that sort of thing. And I'm just going to scroll through here and show you some of these. Air sensors, and this is what I talked about when you use layers. You can actually go and drop one of these in a layer somewhere to kind of give yourself an indication of where something may be. There's thermostats if you want to label your thermostat location, boilers, chilled beams, chillers, cooling towers, and just so on. Electrical, I mean, there is just so much that you can do down here. I mean, terminal units, VFR systems, I mean, there's just a lot of information. Water pumps, if you want to show a graphic of a pump, valves, you know, there's just so much. Now, if we go into the floor plan, if we drop it down, this is something that I want you to see. This particular block here, I'm going to grab it. This is a room control module block. I'm going to bring this over and drop it down into my view here, and this is something that we add in all of ours. All right, and now I'm just going to hit save. What this will do once we save it is we're actually going to go and take a look at it real quick. This is a real good feature, particularly when you have a lot of spaces that are very cramped up and where you cannot add your zone temperature in. I know we have a couple of places like that we do not display zone temperatures in just because the rooms, the floor plan is cluttered up. The rooms are very small, so we have not done that. And what you can do and what we have done is simply click on that particular room, and in this room control module, it will actually display that temperature for you. You can also set it to display other information as well, but where we had selected our zone temperature, when we linked this room, that's what it's going to display for us. And now that we have that particular room highlighted, we can also hit the view graphics or view equipment button right here, and it will take us into the particular room, and we can minimize this. Equipment relationships, again, we're still bare bones on this. This is still a lot of things that we've got to build within this particular system over time. And of course I can go back to the page one. That's just the way that this currently defaults, but that's something that we can change later. And again, we are back in with our information with where we want to be on that, and so I can simply hit ground and go right back to the ground floor. So there's a lot of functionality that you can use, that you can do inside this system. But guys, I hope this gives you just a little bit better understanding of how you can go in and associate your rooms to your floor plans and that sort of thing. If this helps you, I would really appreciate it if you would give the video a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe, share the video, check out the links down in the description. Anything that you buy after going through those links kind of goes to support the channel. But guys, if you have any questions, leave those down below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe because there are many more videos coming, and we will see you next time.